Hey everyone, I'm Case Sagan. Now, a lot of people are being introduced to Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, over on Disney Plus right now, but not everyone knows that she is in fact the fourth major character at Marvel Comics to bear that name. And since I've already talked about the original Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, let's talk about some of the others. As far as I know, there have been 4 Miss Marvels to date. One easily fits the bill for my purposes as Superman Analogue, one I've already covered, one probably doesn't, but I'm still gonna cover her anyway, and one probably works at least for a time. That last one is Sharon Ventura. Sharon Ventura was a military dropout turned pro wrestler who was given superpowers in order to make the matches better and secretly evil. But she avoided being turned into a villain by the power broker who was orchestrating the whole scheme. Now that name should probably ring a bell to people who've been following the Disney Plus MCU shows. Yep, this is tied into US Agent. Loosely. These female superpowered wrestlers were known as the Grapplers. Now, while some of them had less conventional powers, like Screaming Mimi, who some people may know better as the reformed hero Songbird, Sharon Ventura had the meat and potatoes powers of super strength and durability. In this regard, she's the least powerful character actually to bear the name Miss Marvel. She became romantically linked with the Thing and associated with the Fantastic Four. Obviously, this was tough given the whole him being a rock monster thing, and also she wasn't really into it at first, but he was persistent because, you know, woman as prize. However, eventually she and the Thing had an encounter with cosmic rays that further mutated him and turned her into a rock monster like him. On the plus side, this made their romance easier to bloom, but also didn't go over very well for her. She was pretty upset for very obvious reasons. At this point, she became known as She-Thing, which included a power upgrade. She joined the Fantastic Four for a time, but was also easily manipulated by villains like Dr. Doom, who pledged to cure her. It's this period where I first discovered her, when she briefly joined a version of the Wizard's Frightful Four. Nowadays, she's retired and human, I think. Her legacy largely forgotten except when people deep dive into Fantastic Four material, specifically related to the Thing. Oh, fun story. In the future timeline of the Fantastic Five, she and Ben had 2 kids, a boy like the Thing and a girl with powers more like the Human Torches. And I'm a big fan of the MC2 stuff and was happy that she was a part of that run. Outside of that, she doesn't really show up a ton. I think she's been in the background for some crossovers, such as A Prisoner During Civil War, and her outfit is often an alt costume for Carol Danvers in games like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, because as costumes go, it's actually pretty good. It pays homage to Carol's original design, and I like the stylized M that's part of the design, which would carry over to her She-Thing design. She looks like a big primary color hero lady, like Marvels are supposed to. I do wish I knew a bit more about Sharon Ventura, but in the meantime, let's just bask in the glow of one of the various predecessors to what has become an incredibly popular Marvel superhero. Next time, we'll be talking about a villain who bore the Miss Marvel name for evil. But until then, stay super, man. Hey, I just wanted to thank everyone who stayed to the end of the video for watching these things. It's been awesome building a community and having people comment. It's awesome. I really appreciate all of you and just want to say that. Also check out the podcast that goes along with the show, Men of Steel. You can find it at certainpov.com, along with a ton of other great shows. And if you can, do all the YouTube stuff, like and subscribe, all that stuff. But honestly, just have a great week.